Hi there, I'm Kelly from Hearing Sense. Today I'm going to go over how to change your filter in your behind the ear hearing aid. When the filter blocks up, it actually stops the sound going through, so you can feel like you're completely off the air, but it's a really easy fix. The filter is a little white basket that's inside your hearing aid, the part that goes inside your ear, and it's designed to catch the wax before it gets into the device and stops the electronics. So when the filter fills up, it's like the basket fills up with wax and the sound can't come through. So all you have to do is take the old filter out and put a new filter in. Really easy to do. The best way to check whether your hearing aid needs a filter change is, once you've popped your hearing aid in your ear, rub on the top. If you don't get a rustling sound, it means one of two things are wrong. One, the battery's flat and you need to change it. So if you use normal batteries, put a new battery in. If you use a rechargeable hearing aid, pop it in the charger for a few minutes and see whether the light will go on green or red and whether it's working after that. If you still have no sound, it is definitely the filter that is wrong. So all you do, with the end of your hearing aid, that's called a dome, you're going to take that dome off first. The easiest way to take off a dome is actually using a tissue, because when you pull it with your fingers, it's a bit slippery and hard to get off. So I just use a tissue. I grab onto the dome and I yank it off. Quite easy. Once I've done that, you can see the little filter is the white basket at the end of the speaker. That's what needs to be replaced. This particular hearing aid is a Starkey hearing aid, and the filters for Starkey are in a blue rectangular container with yellow sticks inside. That's the filter for a Starkey hearing aid. The Oticon hearing aids use a similar concept. That's what the filters look like for that. And I'll go through these filters, which are when you have a mold that is custom made for your ear. They use a different filter. But in the case of the filter, all you do is pull out one of the sticks or filters. On one end is a little pin that's designed to take it out. On the other end is a replacement filter. So all you do is take the end without the filter and you're going to push it into the hearing aid. Just like that. You don't have to push hard. Pull it out and the old filter will come out. Now you can see there's no filter there. I'm going to flip the stick around and I'm going to push in the new filter and let go. And now it's replaced. Once you've done that, throw the dirty filter in the bin. Don't put it back into the container. Once you've done that, pop your hearing aid down, and the little dome that you pulled off of your hearing aid, it's a good idea to give that a clean as well. I just generally do it in a tissue. So you're going to squish it around in a tissue, push really hard. They're silicone, so they won't break. And then you'll see that any wax or dirt will come out of that. The other option for this, which I really like, is an alcohol wipe. So if you use an alcohol wipe and you put your dome inside and roll it around quite tightly, that will get any wax or debris out of that little dome. Once you've done that, grab your hearing aid again and you just get that tiny tip and you're going to push it inside on top of the filter and on top of the hearing aid. I normally give that a bit of a twirl and just make sure it's nice and firmly on. So with an Oticon hearing aid, it's a very similar concept. You would take the dome off, use a tissue to get it off. The filter is in the end. With the blacks, you pull these off. There's the pin to take out the old filter and there's the replacement filter there. So you would simply pop that in like that, pull them out. I like making sound effects as well. And then you push it back in and let go, and it's replaced the filter. Then of course you clean the dome and put it back on. The only other filter that you can get is if you have a mold. So a mold is a custom made piece that's a lot bigger than a dome, and it's made for the shape of your ear. So if you have a mold, you'll know that you do. And the filter is just a slightly different size. So just make sure that from our lovely staff here, you get the correct filters for your hearing aids, but it's a similar concept. You'd pull out the filter stick, push the old end into the old filter, click it in, pull it out. That takes out the old filter. And then you're simply going to replace it with the new one. And then it's all replaced, ready to go. That should definitely get your sound going again. And if it doesn't, pop in. We're here for you anytime to have a look at it, and we've got some extra vacuums that we can do to your hearing aids and speakers we can replace if need be. But 9 times out of 10, it's just the wax filter. Hopefully you found that useful, and happy hearing.